Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Happy midday to you all. This is Storm Track 7 meteorologist Robbie coming on. We've got a lot of cloud coverage out there, and it looks like it will begin to burn off, especially as we head towards the back half of the afternoon here. But it has kept temperatures pretty cool so far today. As you can see, many of us in the upper 20s to near 30 degrees, and those wind chills even lower. We'll talk about that as well in a bit. But you might notice some flurries here and there. We saw some earlier this morning, and you could see some more this afternoon as this cloud coverage continues. But again, as we roll through the rest of the afternoon here, that'll gradually burn off, leading to some clearing skies. More of a mostly clear to partly cloudy night will be ahead of us across the area. See a little bit more cloud coverage off to our north. That I'll be working through, again, talking about that partly cloudy sky heading into tomorrow morning as well. So really not all too bad at all. We'll be tracking a cold front, a dry cold front at that. That'll work through the area during the morning hours tomorrow. And you can see there's winds out of the south and west tonight, but they switch out of the north and west tomorrow into tomorrow afternoon once that front rolls through. And that's really going to ramp up these winds as well. And that's also a reason we're actually going to see a bit more mild weather return for tomorrow for that first day of spring into the 50s. But again, temperatures will begin to drop once again after that front rolls through. But for today, before we talk about that front, getting into tomorrow, highs mainly in the 30s across the board. Definitely a chillier day, all things considered. We still have that northwesterly breeze. It's going to keep these wind chills mainly in the teens and 20s throughout the remainder of the afternoon here. And clouds will again gradually decrease in coverage. But for tonight, again, that wind will begin to switch more to the south and west. So that'll keep temperatures a little bit higher, at least compared to last night, but still right around normal, as you can see, mostly in the middle to upper 20s. And we'll call it a partly cloudy sky, even though wind chills will also be in the teens with that southwesterly breeze now. But that switches back to that northwesterly breeze tomorrow. We'll call it mostly sunny to partly cloudy. It's a dry cold front at that for that first day of spring tomorrow. But heading into Wednesday, there it is. The temperatures, they drop back down to the upper 30s to lower 40s in your city-by-city forecast. Still mostly sunny, though, for Wednesday. But as we head into Thursday, we're actually going to be tracking our next system. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a clipper system. It's been going to work through the area mainly during the back half of the day on Thursday into Thursday night, then exit the area on Friday morning. So let's show you this around 7 o'clock Thursday evening, starting off to see some precipitation beginning to work into western locations. Still some questions with this, but we could see a bit of a mix of rain and snow. Northern areas more likely to see more of the snow. Southern areas more likely to see some rain. But again, it's a pretty quick mover for the most part, and out of the area early on Friday morning. And by the noontime frame, we're pretty much drying out. But could see some slick spots if we do get any accumulations, especially for those northern areas. Here's a look at that. Again, as we go through Thursday afternoon into the evening time frame and through the overnight hours into Friday morning. This is just to show you that those northern areas right now do have the better chance at seeing maybe some minor accumulations in terms of snowfall. So that's what we're looking at. But afterwards, after Friday, we'll begin to dry out during the back half of the day on Friday. And then we've got another storm system that we're tracking, mainly for the back half of this upcoming weekend. Still many questions to uncover in terms of that system, and it's still pretty far out there. But just know that there is the chance we could see more mixes of rain and snow, especially as we head towards the back half of the weekend into early next week, where it looks like we'll be dry back out next Wednesday.